What a beautiful red day going on in the market right now. It's amazing, right? You think that it cannot go any lower and then market comes back and proves you wrong. Yes, it can go any more lower or a lot more lower. So let's talk about Tesla for a second. So Tesla announced their Q4 earnings yesterday, and I usually wait a day before I sum the earnings because there is just so much to make sense of, and also the reaction from the different analysts and news media is fun to track. First, I have said that in my previous Tesla earnings video that every quarter will be the worst quarter for Tesla going forward. And Tesla is proving that every time. No matter if you look at their deliveries, if you look at their gross profit, or if you look at their EPS, they're killing it in all sectors. But in this video, I'm not going to bore you with those details. I'm actually going to share five things that Elon Musk said in the conference call that is going to completely change Tesla as a company in the coming years. So let's start that by one. On your screen, number one thing that Elon Musk said was FSD. So FSD is Tesla's future. One thing became very clear that Tesla's goal is to achieve full autonomy as soon as possible. This is it. This is their number one goal, and Elon Musk made it very clear. Think about it. If you are a car company, which Tesla is, what should be your number one goal and priority? To make as many cars as possible and make them as much cheaper as possible. But that's not what's going on here. Tesla is delaying Cybertruck. Tesla is delaying $25,000 car, and Tesla is delaying making new factories and putting FSDs in the forefront. That is their biggest goal. I mean, factories, yes, they will talk about by the end of this year, they will have the locations of the factory, but before that, they want to achieve FSD. That is their biggest goal, to achieve the full self-driving as soon as possible. So if you still think Tesla is a car company, then think again. Tesla is much more than a car company. They are a software and robotics company first. Now, number two, Tesla Optimus. Number 2 point, the next generation humans. So this was a complete shock to me as I was not expecting this. I'm still doubtful on this, so please let me know in the comments what are your thoughts on this. Can Tesla really pull this off in 1 year's time? I'm only talking about prototypes, of course, because by no means I expect them to have these Optimus walking around on the streets. But again, this proves that Tesla is really scaling and focusing to be a software and robotics company. During the conference call, a question was asked, where would the Optimus be used first? And Elon Musk said that if we can't prove a use for ourselves or a use case for Tesla, then why would anybody buy from us? He also said that Optimus can be used to move parts around from different part of the factory to another. Just think about it for a second. A company who is not only building next generation cars with next generation tech, but assembled by next gen humans, why wouldn't you be bullish on this company? Okay, moving on. Number 3, Tesla Solar. Now, Tesla's solar business will be much bigger than car business. Now, this is nothing new. We have heard this by Elon Musk again and again, even in Q1 and Q2 of 2021 conference call, that Tesla Solar will be much bigger business than cars. But I think they made it very clear that they will be scaling that business in 2023. Until then, chip shortages will prevent them from scaling this business. But one thing is very clear, that they can easily scale solar to a much bigger business than cars. Otherwise, they won't be repeating it again and again, which is amazing to hear because now we are talking about a car company, a solar company, a software company, and a robotics company, all in one. Why would you want to bother with any other company in any of these fields? Now, next point is the one that really made me think hard on when I might sell my Tesla shares. Number 4, Tesla have plans for more gigafactories by the end of 2022, and they are not working on a $25,000 car at the moment. This all makes sense, and hear me out. So Tesla is not working on a $25K car at the moment because they really want to scale the production of Model 3 and Y. Makes sense, right? They want to focus on what makes them money right now and what they can get out of the factory quickly. Then they will focus on Cybertruck, then Tesla Semi, and then Tesla Roadster. Sorry, Roadster reservation holders, you have to wait a bit long. So why does this make sense? I think once we have a location for the next gigafactory or a few gigafactories, then we'll be able to hear about their $25,000 car. I have mentioned this in my previous video that if Tesla really want to compete with the masses in mass markets, then I feel they need to launch a $15,000 car, not a $25,000 car. We shall see, but I'm getting more and more confident that Giga India or Gigafactory somewhere in Southeast Asia is in the works. And if that happens, then we definitely need a cheaper car than $25,000 car, more like a $15,000 to $20,000 car to compete in those markets. Okay, now the last point is robotaxis. So robotaxi is an idea that no one has an idea how big it can get. Yes, it's just an idea and Elon's brainchild, but no one has a clue on how it's going to work. Elon explained it very well. Currently, we drive our cars 10 to 12 hours per week, and all other time the car is just sitting there. With robotaxis, we can make our asset. And yes, he mentioned car as asset and not a liability. So he said that we can get our assets work 5 times that, so around 40 to 50 hours per week. But none of us have an idea on how it's actually going to work. Who will be responsible for if something happens? Will someone be allowed to sit on the driver's seat or not? How will the network work? I mean, there are many questions like these and none of us have a clue. So when someone like Elon Musk comes on a conference call and says that no one understands the magnitude of FSD and robotaxis, he's absolutely right. We don't understand, and that makes this company so much more exciting and desirable. So of course, I'm not selling my shares today. I'm not selling my shares in 2023 or 2024. These shares are a long-term hold. So when I see a drop that I'm seeing right now, when I'm recording this video, Tesla right now is down 10% to about $837. I smile because if you have faith in the company and if you believe in the company, these are the prices or these are the times when you want to pick up the share. Again, not a financial advice. The stock can go down 10% more tomorrow. These days, nothing is out of the question. Market are just so unpredictable. I have sold 2 puts for $850, which is expiring tomorrow. And most likely I will get assigned those shares. I'll be more than happy to buy those shares at a discount at this point. And if needed, if the share goes even further down, I will roll my puts to get some more money because ultimately I want to own Tesla shares, but not on a margin. That's my plan. I don't like to trade on margins. And if I were to own these 200 shares of Tesla, I will be going on margin and I don't like to do that. So my plan is to basically make a little money from these options trade that I make and then gather as much as pure and clean and cash Tesla shares as I can to increase in my portfolio. So Tesla will grow at a rate of 50% or more for at least next 3 to 5 years on a hardware side. And I can't even imagine the software side of things and then the robotics and then the solar. We are sitting on an inflection point of a company that is going to be the most advanced and biggest company of our times. And that is the reason why I play so aggressively with Tesla. I hope I provided some value, and do mention in the comments what are your thoughts about Tesla in the latest earning. And I will link my Tesla domination video here. Do check it out. It's one of the early videos, but definitely some good information there. If you enjoyed this video, then consider giving it a thumbs up and consider subscribing. And for more one-on-one conversations and trade alerts, consider joining our Patreon and Discord. Links are in the description below. As always, a pleasure to share all of this with you. Until next time, you all have a sparkling day.